Hey guys, how's it going? Just making a video because I have to, well, I guess I don't really have to since this new Solidoodle Workbench has an auto calibrator. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the auto calibrator to get my print bed as level as I can before printing. I guess it's just a personal preference because, like I said, the auto probe will do it automatically for you, and I can show you the code to do that with as well. But so pretty much what you do is you go in to your repeater, and I go into the preview tab, and then I go into my G code and I type in this information. This basically just probes the bed, and then in lots of different places, and then it builds a plane based off of that. So I'll show you what I do as well. So this is in my script 1, and I'll go into my main tab, and then I'll click the script run for script 1. And so what it'll do, you'll see, like I said, you're going to want to make sure that that's pressed all the way down. It'll go in and it'll probe the bed. And so while it's doing that, you are going to want to pay attention to where it's at, and you're going to want to grab the Z values that are popping up. And like that one was 6.75, so you pay attention to it, and that's the last one there, or that one is the last one there. So it was just the Z value for that last one was 6.83. So on a piece of paper, you're going to want to write those down as it's doing it, so then you can kind of figure out what's going on with how unlevel your print bed is, since your auto level will be able to get it, more accurate than you will by hand. What you do is you take, so I took just one of these by the screw, that one right there, and then I spun the wing nut underneath of here. I spun that wing nut 180 degrees, so not 360 but just 180 degrees. And that equaled 0.18 of a difference. So what I do now is I can enter the information into Excel, and I'll put 6.87 in one cell, or in that cell. And on the other side of the print bed it was 7.22, and then in the opposite corner it was 5.43, and then in the opposite corner of that it was 5.72. You might be asking why I'm putting it into Excel, but pretty much what you got to do now is you're going to equals median. That's going to return what these need to be, what these values need to be. So now I'll do the median of all of those, and that's my new value. So now now that I have my new value that I want these to go to, all I have to do is I have to make an equation. So each turn of, or each 180-degree turn of my wing nuts was 0.18 millimeters difference. So now I need to figure out how many times I need to turn that 180 degrees. So it kind of seems complicated, but what you do is you'll take the median that you just got and you'll subtract it, and you'll subtract your first number from it, and then you will divide it by 0.18. So that's going to give you how many times, actually here, you got to make sure that you got this, because Excel has an order of operations just like mathematics do. So it'll be equals your median minus your actual, and then you'll divide that by 0.18 to figure out how many times 180 degrees you need to turn your wing nut. In mine, I turned it clockwise, so pay attention clockwise or not clockwise, because by turning mine clockwise, I had a positive 0.18, and if I would have had a negative 0.18, then you would turn it opposite. Okay, so now I need to turn my knob a negative, so counterclockwise, 3 times 180, so 3 180-degree turns, and then a little bit more. So that's this one, that's for that corner, and then this corner is going to be same thing. You do, oops, yep, this minus this, and then divide by that. And obviously, so I think that you guys are getting the picture. So pretty much now what I gotta do is I'm just going to do this, and that did not work. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. I typed it in manually on that one. But, so if you're using cell references like this, you might want to do this. Input that to reference cells right, because otherwise you'll get the wrong one. And so that is going to also have to be, okay. So now what the formula looks like is that. So minus A1. Alright. So now formula should be good. And this one, you go through, do the same thing. Okay, so now when I copy this, should be good now. Okay, there you go. So now we have how many times we need to spin our wing nut in order to get a perfectly level bed. Sorry for the long video to get to that.